Hello there, in this video we're going to build some UI statistic cards for our dashboard, so let's go. Okay, welcome back to the file. Just before we dive in and start building any new components, I just wanted to go back to the navigation and let you know what changes I've made since the last video. So I'll just zoom in, and this is just part of the process. Sometimes you come away from the designs and then you come back again with fresh eyes, and then you see a couple of things that could be tweaked. And that's exactly what's happened here. So on the navigation, let me just get rid of the menus. So what we've done is we've changed the icons. They've gone down from a size of 24 by 24. They've gone to 16 by 16 now. I think this fits better on the UI and it feels a better proportion to work with. So I've also updated the collapse navigation here. It felt a little bit too large. It felt like it had too much padding on the previous version. A little bit too much space for the elements. So we've updated the horizontal padding here on the navigation items. I think that's gone to 16 now. If I just go in here. Yeah, that's gone to a padding of 16 horizontal. The width is also being collapsed and set to hug, so we've got a better use of space, more of the viewport to use. So yeah, those are the key changes. I don't think anything else has changed. Again, updated the icons in here so they're all 16 by 16, so that's good. So yeah, now we're all caught up. Let's go and see what we're going to do for this video. Okay, let's scroll up. Let's go to the wireframes page. Okay, so the next item on the list are these UI cards. So let me just take a copy of this. Let's go back to our components. We can just continue building things out here. Let's just paste that in, and we've now got the annotations with it, so that's really useful. Let's just go ahead and let's drag these down as well, because we can reuse these as we build. Okay, let's draw out a frame, and that can be our testing area. Okay, so we've got everything set up here. Let's just zoom in and double check what annotations we have. So the first one is going to be total revenue. We've got some ideas on the content, so it's going to be a total revenue number and then a signifier to suggest up or down based on the date range applied, so that's good. Card number 2, total number of orders, again with the signifier. Card number 3 is going to be conversion rate, so that's good. That's going to be displayed as a percentage. And card number 4 is average order value, and that'll be a currency stat that you'll see in this card. Okay, so let's start with the first UI card, so that's total revenue. Let's just start by pressing T on the keyboard and let's just write out some text. So let's start out with total revenue and let's just apply some variables. Okay, so we've set up the typography variables. Let's go in and let's just do neutral. Oh, we're zooming away. Let's go to neutral 800. Alright, next of all, let me just option click and drag and let's just bring this down. So on this UI card, we're probably going to need to signify what the total revenue is for the date range that we've applied. Okay, let's just add a value for now. Let's just make this up. So we do 450,000. Now we're going to need some contrast between these. So let's just change the font weight and let's go to semi-bold. Okay, potentially we want to maybe increase the size of this as well because we want it more visible. So let's just increase that slightly. Okay, that's good. So we've got total revenue, we've got the value. Okay, we now need to bring in some of these icons. So we want a signifier to suggest up or down. So let's go into feather icons and let's just type in increase. No, let's type up. Okay, that could be a useful icon there. Let me click on that. So this is called trending. So let's do trend. Okay, good. So we've got a down icon as well. So trending up, trending down. That's good. Let's just take those two icons. Let's go to our icons page. Let's make sure that's unlocked. Let's paste them in. And first of all, let's just adjust the color. So neutral 800. Okay, that's one done, and now let's scale these down to 16 by 16. So K on the keyboard, hold shift, slowly click and drag to 16. Do the same here. Okay, that should be good. Let's just press escape on the keyboard. Okay, let's select both of these. Let's go up here, create multiple components, and those are created. Let's go back to our components page. I mean, we can get rid of those for now, so that should be fine. So let me just take one of those for now. Okay, let's paste that in. Okay, so I want to make this more visually interesting. I've got the icon selected. Let's press Shift A. So let's rename Command R. Let's just mark that as a container for now. Let's go in here, let's adjust all the variables for spacing. So let's just do 4 all the way around. Okay, that's done. Let's give this a fill. So this is an increase. So an increase is a good thing, not a negative thing. Let's go into fill. Let's go success. And let's do success 50. Let's change the icon color as well. Let's change that to success 500. So that should be good enough contrast. Just going to go in here and under radius, I'm just going to add 4 pixels as well, just to round off those corners. Okay, maybe we'll go for 8 pixels. Let's just try that for now. Okay, to help people when they're looking at the dashboard, probably worth showing how much the increase is by. So let me just paste in the text here. Let's just put 12% as an example. Let me just reduce this right down. Let's use the smallest font size that we have. Let's update that color, success 500. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's not strong enough as a regular, so let's do semi-bold as well. Okay, let's select all these elements. Let's press Shift A. There we go. Now, let me just see what we have here. So let's put these in an auto layout as well. Okay, let's adjust the space between to 16. Let's just align those elements as well. Okay, let me just adjust the vertical gap. Let's go to 8 pixels, tighten those up. We can zero those out for now. Okay, just adjust the auto layout so it is a vertical auto layout. So that's good. Okay, let's just rename this to total revenue. Let's just rename these layers. So we've got a container, we've got a tag, and yeah, we've got the value there. That should be okay. Right, let's just option click and drag, and let's just create another version of this. So we've done UI card number 1. UI card number 2 is total number of orders. Okay, so let's just mock up a version of that. So total orders, let's do that. Let's just do a random number for now, so that should do. And let's just adjust this. So click into the icon, let's do trending up, let's go trending down. Let's just change this so this is like a negative. So let's say it's down by 20%. Let's just adjust the color here. So let's go error 50, select both these elements. Let's go to the color. Go to error 500. Right, let's option click and drag, and let's go to, what's the third card? So the third card is conversion rate. So conversion rate, let's go here. Let's just type in conversion rate to begin with. Okay, let's go in here. Now conversion rate we'll do as, let's do it as a percentage for the moment. That should be fine. Let me just go in here. Let me just steal this tag here. Okay, we'll do that. Make this one green. And I guess we can say it's up by 30% based on, I guess, the date range that they filtered the dashboard by. Okay, that will do for that section. What's UI card number 4? So this is average order value. Okay, so again, let's go here, option, click, drag. Okay, let's just abbreviate this because this could get quite long. So average, we'll do like that, and then we'll just write order value. Let's do this by, so it's up by 18%, and let's put the average order value in here. So it's about, let's just make it up, so 48.98, and let's use pounds. Okay, so those could be our 4 cards. I think we've incorporated everything we need to. So let's just start at the top. So total revenue, yeah, we've got that. We've got the signifier. Total number of orders, yeah, we've got that. We've got the signifier. Number 3, conversion rate displayed as a percentage, yep. Signifier as well, we've got that. Number 4, currency value, yes, we've got that. And a signifier for up and down. Okay, let's start to break this down a bit further. Okay, so I've dragged these tags out. These aren't really tags, so let's rename these. So let's call these trend indicator. Let's go in and let's select, so this is an increase and this is decrease. Okay, let's select both of these elements. Okay, I'm just adjusting these so they've got the same values as well, so everything looks the same. Okay, let's select both of these elements, go up to create component, create multiple components and combine as variants. And now let's go and, well, let's rename this. So this is going to be our trend indicator. we'll rename this to type, and let's go in here. So let's just put increase at the top, decrease at the bottom. Let's press Shift A on this, and let's just allocate some variables. Hey, it's Mitch. Sorry to interrupt the video. If you've got any issues or questions, or if you've got any ideas for future videos, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to hear from you. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, that's good. So that is that. Let's go in here and let's just copy these out and let's place them back inside each of these elements. So let's do that one. Copy it in there. Let's just adjust the value. Let's go in here, paste. Let's delete that one out. So it's 20%, and we were using the decrease. Okay, let's go here, paste it in. This one's 30. Can leave that as green. This one here, paste it in, 18%. Okay, nice, that's good. And I guess building it in this way allows us to add more trend indicators. So if we have any additional colors or any additional styles or visual indicators that we want to add, we can, and we've got it in a component. Okay, let's select all of these items. Let's drag them down here for now. Let's go up to create component. Let's create multiple components and combine as variants. And let's rename this to type again. And let's just adjust the component name. So we'll just call these UI cards. That's fine. Let's go in here. Let's add an auto layout, Shift A, and let's adjust the spacing. Okay, it's saying there's some issues with conflicting variants. That's fine. It's probably because everything is named default. So let's go in and let's just rename things. Okay, that's done. So we should be able to now option click and drag one of these out and then cycle through the different versions that we have. Okay, that's great. That's done. Let's just make a note of this as well. So that's our UI cards. Or maybe let's just call those UI stats. Maybe that's better. Okay, so looking at how this is structured, you've got each of the different UI cards or UI stats, as we're calling them here, inside a container. So let's go across to our grid. And let's just draw out a container. So let's do Shift G so we can see the grids. Let's click on F for frame. Let's just draw something out that's rough at the moment. So let's pop that in there. Okay, that looks good. That snaps to the grid. Let's just lock it in so it's, yeah, so it's about there. Let's just add a fill. Let's just add neutral 0 for now. And let me just make sure this does snap correctly. So that needs to go there. This needs to go there. Okay, Shift G, let's turn that off. Okay, actually what I might do is on these frames here, it hasn't got a fill, so let me just do N10, and let me just change this back now to N0 so we can see it. Yeah, okay, that should do. Okay, so we've got a light grey background, and then our containers can be pure white. That should work. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press Command R and just rename this to Overview Stats. As this gives us a high level overview of what's going on our dashboard. Let's go ahead and let's just copy one of these in and let's paste. What I want to do is press Shift A, and then what I actually want to do is let's duplicate some of these out. So let's do 4 of these. Select this. Let's do a horizontal auto layout. Let me select the container and let me just drag it out. Let me press Shift G so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, that snaps there nicely. Shift G again. Okay, so let's do this in the order that we want. So we've got revenue, we've got total number of orders, which will be the next one. Number 3 was conversion, so let's do that. And the last one was average order. Okay, so those are the stats there. Right, let's add some spacing variables. So let's do, yeah, 16 should be fine for the padding. Let's do that. I think the space between, I think we want to push each of these items away from each other equally. Let me just see what we've got these marked as. So currently they're set to, I think they're currently set to fill actually. So let's change that. Let me just see what they're set to inside the auto layout. Okay, I've set those to hug. Okay, I want to add a little bit more separation between these elements, so I'm going to press F on the keyboard for frame. Just going to draw out a single line, only want it 1 pixel, and we can fill that. And let's do this as neutral 40. We can use these as little separators, duplicate those out. Okay, so that's good. That separates each of the stats out clearly. Okay, I think that looks good for now. Let me just option click and drag. Press Shift G. No, press the wrong one. Shift G. There we go. Let's just drag this out and see where this is going to sit. So I think we want it to be, let's just drag that right to the edge. Okay, so we are 20 pixels from the left. Let's do the same, 20 pixels from the left, and yeah, it looks like it's 16 on the right. Okay, let's just follow that convention for the moment. Shift G. Okay, I'm just going to make a quick change to our grid, just set the margin to 20. Let's just experiment with that. Let's go back into these grids. Let's see. Okay, so let me just update it here. So margin 20. Let's do the same here, margin 20, and let me just have a look. So let's just snap these in. Okay, that should be okay. That snaps. That can be 20 there. That can snap there. Okay, let's go with that for now. Feels a little bit more equal on either side, otherwise it might feel a bit off balance. Alright, in terms of the stats, I think we're kind of done here. So let me just press... Okay, let me just option click and drag. Let me bring a version of this over here. Okay, let's press Command Option K. Let me just create this as a component. Okay, and what I'm going to do quickly is let me just tidy up the page. Just delete those out because they're not components. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to tidy up the page and let's review where we are at the end. Okay, welcome back to the file. So as you can see, I've tidied up the page. We've got our overview statistics container. We've got the main component at the top, and that contains total revenue, total orders, conversion rate, and average order value. We've got our UI stats, and these are broken down here. So should we need to add any more, we can, and we can scale these out here. We then have our trend indicator, that's down here. Again, if we need to add any additional trend indicators, we can, because we've added it as a component. Scrolling towards the right, we've got our desktop grids. So we've got one with the expanded and one with the collapsed navigation. If I go Shift G, we can see that, yeah, everything abides to our grid. Let's go into this one. Yeah, again, everything is set out nicely. We've made some adjustments to our grid as we've gone. This is just part of the process as we build out our dashboard, so things might change, but that's fine. We've got the flexibility to do that. So overall for the moment, yeah, I'm happy. We're making good progress. We've got our navigation in. We've got those top level stats in. Let's go to the wireframes page and see what's next. Okay, so back to the wireframes page and where we've done our annotations. We do need to go in and add our heading section, so our title and description. So that's potentially something we need to do. And then we can then focus on our next chart. Okay, so in the next video, I think what we're going to focus on is we're going to get the title and description in and any actions, and then we'll focus on building out the line chart component. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for getting to the end. So like, subscribe, all the things, and I will see you in the next video. Well done for getting to the end of the video. I'm whispering because I think everyone's asleep. I need to get a drink. You know what I'm going to say. I need to get a snack as well. Probably need to get a shave as well. This is unacceptable. It's getting a bit long. If you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, if you've got any ideas for any future videos, drop them below. I'll be happy to hear from you. Check out the website designwithmitch.com, as we've got lots of growing resources and video courses on there. And yeah, have a great rest of the day. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.